This week has not been an easy week here at Fidel's Country Farm. This week we lost a number of chickens. In total, in counting today, we have lost 12 broiler chickens. Not only did we lose that, we managed to rectify the situation, to stabilize the situation actually, to a certain level, to the extent that for the past 24 hours we haven't lost a chicken now, which means the situation is under a bit of control now. Not only did we lose chickens, we also lost the footage, all the footage that we shot trying to make a video that was supposed to come out today around 5, if not 6 p.m. We lost all the footage. For the past 3 hours, I've been trying to search my gallery, my iCloud, everything, so that I could scratch and find something on those accounts. But to no avail. The only footage that I have is something that we shot yesterday, and we're not working yesterday on a Saturday. So I decided to go live so that I can have a chit chat with you guys and hopefully to give you a very important update of what's going on here at Fidel's Country Farm. So let me take you straight to the chicken coop so that you guys can see for yourself what's going on down there. And thank you for joining us. My name is Fidel for Farm with Fidel. Let's do this thing together. I hope to be together with you for the next 30, if not 45 minutes, because we've been blessed with Starlink. In the midst of all this chaos, thank God we have a means to communicate with you guys. So let's go to the chicken coop. All right, guys, so these are the chickens left, our broiler chickens. They are almost coming to the age of 5 weeks. And honestly, their growth, to me, I think it's fair. However, they've been disturbed by this pandemic, whatever has been going on. After describing what was going on to the vet, he told me that I should buy an antibiotic, which I did. I bought an antibiotic, which I'm going to show you shortly, the container. And today is the last day that we finished. So we've treated these broilers for about 3 days now. And they look like it's under control. And you guys, you've given me a lot of advice concerning the ventilation. From that day I first had my live, this door has been kept open, and during the night we use this fence to close up this door space, and this window has been open ever since that day. And I also reopened the small holes, if not windows, on the sides, and I think it has worked wonders. I'm always thankful to a community of you guys who are always giving us such kind of advice that works, and it has worked for us. So that's the deal, guys. So we've also separated because there were broilers which were really sick. So we separated them, or isolated them, and you can see they were not even growing as well, growing well. So these are about 12 of them, which are in isolation in this small cage here. So this is the update on the broiler chickens. I hope I'm going to find the antibiotic that I used. Oxy was holding it sometime in the morning. So I'm really thankful, guys, for what has been happening here. To my surprise, the vet himself, he has lost 80 of his birds to almost the same thing, but he was talking about a flu or some kind of pandemic, which he couldn't really put under control because this time of the year it was really cold. And for the past 3 or 4 days here in Njombe, actually in Zimbabwe, it has been very cold. Not only cold, it was windy, and you know, those kind of weather conditions, they really spread a lot of diseases. Allow me to welcome you guys who are just joining us on this live stream. I can see you guys. Thank you so much. Don't hesitate to comment, to like this video also, so that we can have a chit chat. So for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you guys a number of things that were supposed to be in the video for today. So I hope to come back to the chickens maybe after a while, after we have many people joining us. So for now, I'll take you guys to the onion field. Maybe before I go to the onion field, I'll also take you guys to the well, where we have a number of people we've been asking about how we water our garden, and how it goes. Because I think I haven't had a video where I really explain everything that we do here so that we can water our onions. So for a start, this is our well. It's covered with this zinc sheet. This is our well. Those who have been following us from the very first day, they know this well here. We drilled this well in 2012. 2012. Yes, it's a very old well. So this place was just a forest. It was my parents' old field. So they gave me this place when I was 12 years old. So after I got married to Oxy, my wife, I told her about the dream. So we decided to drill this well back then in 2012. But this place was just a forest. So we just drilled it and left it here from that time until COVID hit. Then we came to this place and we started making a few improvements and made a few structures and all that. But this is a very historic well. Those who knew, I once fell into this well. So it's a well with a very, very rich history. If you would want to know about that, you can go into my older videos and check the video. It's clearly labeled about the well and what it did to me. So how do we pump our water? Someone was really, actually 2, if not 3 people, always asked me about this well, how we pump our water. So this pipe that you see here, going inside, it's a pipe that's connected to a pump and it's powered by that this red cable. It goes up to where the solar panel is. That solar panel, that's it also acts as a roof for our dogs. That's a dog kennel for Daisy and Daisy. It acts as a roof there. At the same time, it takes the sun. So it's powered there. Then if you can see this cable, is the cable that's just holding the solar pump inside. So for now, we use it directly to water our field, directly from the well. If we just switch on our breaker like this, here with the breaker, we just switch on it like this, and it starts pumping the water into the field wherever I want to water. So when we want to fill our tank is small. It's only a 1,000 liter tank. So for now, we've decided that we use this tank as a reservoir for the water that we want to use here at the homestead. So we use that tank as a reservoir to use water for different amenities. We have animals here. We also need to use in the water for in the kitchen. We also use water to bath and all that. So we use that tank as a reservoir to use for jobs that we do here. So our garden, we water directly from the well. Where does it got the cannon, eh? So that's how it goes. So if you want to fill the tank, we simply disconnect. You see that joint that connects a hose pipe, and with that other I don't know the name for that pipe. They have a certain term that they use for that pipe, but it's a hard plastic pipe. So we simply disconnect. We're going to use, of course, good connectors that can really connect. For now, we're just tying it with that catapult or something. There, that's the joint. We just disconnect there and we put it right there on the tank, and it fills the tank. When the tank is full, it has an overflow at the back. So that's how this water system works. It's really efficient. Of course, for now, we do not have a very strong water pump in the well. We plan to change it soon. It's a very cheap water pump that we used, but it has really done a good job for us. So this is a pond. We also, when we don't have many amenities at the homestead, if our garden is well watered, we use this, we fill up this pond. It's awaiting what do you call? It's awaiting some fish. Hi there, Gina. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Angel. Thank you for joining us on this live stream. You're welcome on this live stream. We have about 30 minutes, if not 45 minutes, to give you guys an update of what's going on here. So this pond is awaiting fish. We plan to have fish in this pond. So as of now, my research told me that we can only put a maximum of 250 tilapia fish in this pond. So as soon as we find a contact that can help us with that kind of number, we'll be ready to start trial run fish farming in this pond. So that's our onion field at the back there, and this is our kitchen garden. We used to call this a commercial garden, and for your information, we've been really selling these tomatoes. A few days ago, we filled a wheelbarrow of tomatoes, and we went with our produce to the market, and the market is really hungry for tomatoes. So it's really doing us well. So let me take you to the onion field, so that, guys, I can show you how we water our onions using a direct pump installation. The last time I did a live stream, we didn't have any sun and our onions were really struggling. So guys, this is our onion field. So this is the pressure when the sun is not really shining so strong. Yeah, it's not shining so strong. It's winter and the sun is not that hot. But on a really hot day, the pressure here will be just too much. So usually we use a sprinkler. We connect it to this part of the hose pipe. Maybe allow me to do that demonstration. So stay tuned. So I face the sprinkler the other side so that it doesn't spray on me. So right there, that's how it works. So if I'm alone here at the farm, this is what I do. I do my other chores. Then maybe after every 5 or 10 minutes, I'll be coming here to change the sprinkler so that it really waters the whole place. And our well is not really that strong. And I think it can water only this space. So if you want to extend this place for irrigation, we have to drill another well or go for the borehole. As for me, I prefer to do another well, because to me it's more like a gambling stuff, and I don't really like that. So here to drill a well in Njombe, you need about $200 to drill something which is around about from 15 meters to 20 meters deep. Drilling a well, okay, it is possible. And drilling a bore, you might need 1,000 if not more to drill a bore, but sometimes they hit dry holes here in Njombe. I know a number of people have hit dry holes, and I'm also one of the people who are really, really afraid of doing bore drilling. It really scares me. So for now, before I go for the bore, I think I'm going to drill at least 3 wells that I'm sure, I'm certain I'll find water, because we have our traditional means of finding the underground water for a well here, and they haven't really disappointed me. So guys, this is our onion field, and I think it's really doing well, and we are trying to manure it very well. So the other update that I have, guys, for this farm is the goats. So one of the subscribers, a couple, Thelma and Douglas, bought us 2 goats, and we are really trying by all means to take good care of those goats. And for some time, for about 1.5 weeks, they were just in their pen. We were feeding them from their pen, but now we were confident enough that they were now very tame. So we've decided to let them pasture on their own, and they are doing very well. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to be opening their goat's pen so that they can go and pasture free range. And I love what they are doing. Hi, Jennifer. You guys, you can go and pasture. Hi guys. Freedom is here. So those are our goats. They are very good goats. So they pasture around here. We have a lot of, we have a big arable land where they can pasture. And it's a very, very big space. So it's not really a problem. So we just check them out maybe after every 30 minutes, if not an hour. They haven't given us problems for the past 4 days that we've pastured them. They'll be just around near the homestead. So enough about those goats. Maybe let me take you to the place that's just nearby here. So this has been our brick project. This week we managed to meet our target with a target of what do you call 500 bricks, and we've reached the target, including these ones which are piled here. So we have 500 bricks, which are enough to build a bathroom and a toilet. Hopefully you guys, I'm going to give you the plan this week, and I'm hoping to make big strides in that this week. Thank you, Gina. Thank you for joining us, Angel. Thank you, guys. I can see you there. You guys, you can't hear me. Why can't you hear me? Okay, I can see that message. I hope you can now hear me. Please give me a signal. Hi, Angel. Please give me a signal if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me now? So guys, this is our brick project that we are doing. We have surpassed our target for this week. So we are going right into doing what we call a toilet building. So these are our road runners, and they are really loving every part. So we give them a ration of their own early in the morning. Sometimes we let them free range. Sometimes we keep them enclosed. That is if we don't have enough time to be sticking around to checking them out, because this place is really very, very bushy. It needs a lot of security. So needs a lot of security. So we are not really sure of how we can keep this in check. So we try and enclose them. If we have the time, we just let them free range. All right, you guys, I'll give you some time to ask me your questions. Then I'll try and answer you. All right, guys. So that's the deal. Now I'll allow you guys to ask me questions. Maybe help me with some advice where you think I can, where you think I need to improve. And I really appreciate that kind of advice and constructive criticism. So at this time, I'll take the questions and I'll try to answer them honestly. I hope you guys, you can hear me now. Also, the other thing that I've been doing this week is I'm waiting for any questions. We have been doing a lot of garden cleaning. For the past 1.5 months that we're not here, our garden really had some issues. Things were overgrowing, grass was overgrowing, our were diseased. So we managed to prune them. We have a trick that we learned over some time of doing tomatoes. So we learned a skill of pruning them so that we really get rid of diseased leaves. So now, as you can see, those tomatoes, Oxy was doing the pruning and they're already giving us new shoots, which are very healthy. And this is a trick that has really worked for us, for me and Oxy. It really works wonders. So these tomatoes, they're already flowering after having them for about 3, if not 4 months now. So they're already flowering again, and we're harvesting some more tomatoes on them. So I can see you, Gina. Hi. So guys, this is roughly the update that I have on this farm. I hope I haven't left out something. If I have left it out, that will be actually a video for this week. But I think I've covered some issues that were really in the shadow that people were asking about. How do you connect your water? How do you get it? How are the goats? Why are you keeping them enclosed for such a long time? And also the broiler disaster, which I think is now under control. So I hope this video has really helped you to get a glimpse of what Fidel Country Farm is going through and how it is really doing. And today you had an opportunity to see in real time of what is going on here. So during this holiday, we have kids here. For now, they visited their grandma, and hopefully they'll bring some manure from there. It's about 2.5 or 3 kilometers away from here. In the rural setting, 3 kilometers is a very short distance that we always cover. Anytime you just go and you come back. So hopefully they'll be back within the hour so that we do our homestead chores. So most of you, the last update that we have was when the broilers were really dying. And I can assure you that the situation is now under control. Our broilers are are really stable, and the broilers are really stable, and we think the medication that we did and the ventilation that we did has helped a lot, and they really look stable. Hopefully we're going to get something out of them. And one good thing that I love about what's going on with these broilers is that they are still eating their feed, which is one thing that really worries farmers. When your bird stops eating the feed, that's even a bigger disaster than just dying. So they are really consuming their feed. We're only left with 2 bags here that you can see, 2.5 bags that you can see here of their feed. So hopefully we're going to get something out of these broilers so that we can improve 1 or 2 things on the farm. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Those who have been tuning in and watching this video. It's my pleasure, and I'm always grateful for such a community like this one. We hope to bring you a very nice video in the next few days, the progress that we'll be doing here at the farm, and hopefully to meet you on that day. Thank you so much for being with us. For now, it's goodbye. Don't hesitate to even comment on this live stream after we go offline. May God bless you. See you next time.